What's up, guys? Part 3. Now, if you may remember, we left off on... Wait, what did we leave off on?
I don't even know what the last... I think Cow and Chicken was the last thing that we did, I think.
So we left off on Cow and Chicken.
No. We left off on, I think, Steven Universe. Steven Universe or Cow and Chicken. One of those two.
It's off on a cartoon. Now we're going to continue on these cartoons. What's next, Ryan?
On to X-Men Evolution.
Evolution. As a child,
X-Men
again, I didn't watch a lot of superhero stuff.
That's when X-Men got more into the more modern stuff. You know what I mean? It got a little bit more modern. It came out after X2, because I guess where they brought Nightcrawler in. So they started showing Nightcrawler, or I think it came out around the time. Wolverine had the nice orange outfit.
I agree. I mean, I've seen it now, but like back then, I just wasn't into it.
Yeah, Rogue was more emo. She's pretty cool. Jean was kind of the hot one in this one. I'll say that. Yeah, they just look cool. They were like more modern, more edgy a little bit. Yeah. So, but it was a really good time, good show. I loved it. I would put it at B, A. You know what I mean? It wasn't the 90s X-Men material, but it was definitely very good.
Put it at B.
You know what I mean? B. I'll take B. But it's definitely worth a shot. If you're an X-Men fan, I definitely recommend checking out.
Yeah, it is a good
X-Men
show.
Evolution.
I've seen it more recently, and it's pretty good.
The Adventures of Flapjack.
On the big rock candy mountain.
I would even argue B, because it's not the greatest.
It's a wild show.
It's a wild ride. It has very cooked charcoal humor.
Yeah, it's like, now when I say it's the worst out of the ones that have cooked humor, it is the cookest. It is the worst. It has the most cooked shit in it.
It most out of pocket, most cooked, like what we're talking about. Chowder's cooked, but Flapjack's burnt. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like even down to the name is naming one of your characters Captain Knuckles.
Yeah, the whole thing with like the whale, like in her her accent and the way that she talks.
The whale alone,
but like I don't even remember. I can't remember it. I just remember that there is like the first or second episode of Flapjack, and there was a scene in it. I can't remember it. I'll have to look it up sometime or something like that. But it lost me. We lost my
the plot.
Shit.
We lost the plot here.
and it was just like not like it. I was like, I lost it. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of it fucking killed me. It was so funny because it was just cooked out of nowhere. And I know for a fact, a 100% fact, that there is a bunch of people out there and even a bunch of people right now watching that would not have found it funny.
Yeah.
It was just something subtle, something quick, but I was like, God, is that funny? Yeah. I would say A for me.
It's a pretty good
because it's
show.
So cooked. I love cooked shit.
I do like Flapjack as well. I'm perfectly fine with putting it at A. I like Flapjack a lot.
I just like, that's the thing for me. You get to know me, Flapjack. I mean, I just love cooked shit. It's just funny. I love
Flapjack as a character is just, he gets those welty eyes all the time, dude.
And I love that type of, like, it's the same thing like in SpongeBob when they do those close-up shots. And
they
it's
do
like
that
super
so
detailed.
much, dude.
I love shit like that because it's just so funny. And, there for a while, I had a whole folder in my phone with nothing but close-up shots from
SpongeBob
that I would send if they were, like,
relevant to the conversation.
Yeah, relevant to what I was like talking about and shit. All right, we'll move on to Samurai Jack. S to A.
Really? Yeah.
For me.
I mean,
Samurai Jack was sick.
I didn't watch too much of it as a kid. I wasn't really interested in it. I didn't, mostly because I didn't understand the show like at all.
Yeah, it was definitely borderlining because I'm correct me if I'm wrong. I might have messed up with this. It might have been on Adult Swim. I don't know. It
was on Toonami.
But I thought I remember it was Toonami. So it was in that middle.
It first started on Toonami, but they did air it on the actual Cartoon Network at some point.
So that's why I couldn't remember. Because I don't want to put Toonami stuff in here because that's like anime and it's breaching into like a whole different territory.
Toonami,
but this was
Toonami also goes into that more Adult Swim stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it did have darker stuff, but so did, some of these other...
Yeah, but
Teen Titans got dark.
Jack specifically, I didn't really understand it. I think one of the only episodes I remember watching was the rave episode when he had that like glowy pacifier in his mouth and he dressed up like a.
That's a rave.
It was just a weird episode, and I was just like, I don't know that this show's for me.
Yeah, I get it. That's what I'll take A. Like A.
Yeah, he's fine. I've seen it.
Pushing it would be.
I mean, it's
Samurai
still.
Jack
I mean, it's
is
still an
good.
acquired taste, but Samurai Jack is. It's a good watch.
Good watch. So we'll put it at A. Now this one, S+. S+. Spider-Man, the animated series. S+.
It's okay.
S++. I was just watching it last week. Not even a joke. I was showing Anna. I was like, this is the best Spider-Man cartoon ever.
It's okay.
Ever. No. The voice acting was great. You got a good Spider-Man. You got all the villains that stayed decently, like, a lot truer to the comic than what any of the other ones did. It wasn't too campy. It had
but like all that aside, as a kid watching it, I was like, okay.
Nah, man. Nah. S. S. You cannot change my mind on that. On the S one. It's the same. Like I will put X-Men down into A to replace this. I will replace one of those up there and take one of them down for Spider-Man. I don't care. Any of the ones that I said S rank, I will change.
Everything you said S rank 2, I said S rank 2.
So I will change. Well, you didn't say S rank to X-Men. I'll take X-Men down and put it in like A or something.
It doesn't really matter.
I'll take Clone Wars down.
Genuinely,
and
it doesn't
Spider-Man
really matter. I don't think it belongs in S, but you can do whatever you want.
I will gladly remove any of these down to make room.
None of them need moved. It just doesn't belong in S.
It's going in S.
Okie dokie.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I wouldn't feel right doing it.
Well,
I wouldn't feel good. I would hate myself. I would cry myself to sleep tonight if I did that.
Well,
so we're taking it.
Sure.
If you got a hard opinion about one that you want to move, I'll move it instantly, even if I think it's dog shit.
I don't have any opinions on anything that we've put there.
But Spider-Man, I don't know, man. You like go especially if you're a Spider-Man fan, go and if you haven't seen this, go and watch it. It is awesome. It was a great time. The voice acting of every character was great. And like I said, it stayed true to a lot of different comic lines, the mainline comics. I
mean, I'm only speaking from like as an adult. I'm really not that into it. As a kid, I was definitely not into it. Not a superhero kid.
Yeah.
But as of like now, I have seen the show, quite a bit of it. I'm really not that into it. I mean, to be fair, I'm not a big Spider-Man guy. I mean, and you know that.
Yeah, you've said, yeah.
Yeah, you know that.
But
I'm just not a big Spider-Man guy.
I'm a Spider-Man connoisseur. And for Spider-Man content, we do have another Spider-Man
before anybody says shit about that, that's his. Okay?
Yeah, that is mine.
That's his.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah,
not
before,
mine.
Yeah. Well, because everybody knows that was obviously, moving, all that
this
stuff.
Is mine.
We moves that. Yeah, that should be up soon. We'll get it.
That's mine right there, baby.
That's a hell of a photo.
That Mona Lisa's going right there.
Yes, regular show.
Regular show? But also so funny.
Yeah, I would say A. It was really fun.
A for sure, man.
Yeah, I like regular show.
Another one of those is like I like it, but like I understand why people wouldn't like it. You know what I mean? It's anthropomorphic, but it's not just
everything that you were
saying.
But
it's not just animals though. There's a walking gumball machine. I think is so funny, dude.
But that's still like anthropomorphic because it's
really?
like things
I thought that was just
don't.
Animals.
Pretty sure it goes with anything that's not living, kind of thing. Because it's as in animated,
not living.
Because like it's a gumball machine.
Yeah, but
I think
but animals are living.
Well, yeah, I get. Yeah, fucked up in that. But you know what I'm getting at. Like the Anna in it isn't animal; it's animated.
Yeah, everything that's all animated. I get what you're saying, but hold on.
I know, but like it's animating something that isn't, that doesn't do that, or giving personality to something that doesn't have,
relating
or
to
giving
or characterize. Okay. Having human characteristics.
Yeah, so it goes with anything that doesn't typically have human characteristics.
Oh, I see.
So animals, a gumball machine, anything else like that.
Okay. Well, maybe I just genuinely like the humor in regular show.
No, it is good.
Oh, no,
good.
that little
it's
green
funny.
guy. Oh, what's his name?
So, I I don't know.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I do enjoy the show. I enjoy the like that Saw dude kind of humor a little bit because they're just both, fried out of their brain. It's fun. Like there. Oh my god, there's this. I still want to buy this shirt.
His name is Muscle Bro. That's right.
Muscle. Oh yeah, my mom. That guy.
My mom. Yeah.
No, there's a shirt that has regular bros. So like a regular show in it. So a big thing with the two guys. I don't remember that Mordecai and Rigby. Yeah. There's a whole thing of like, Jensen, the Benson, the gumball machine, like they work for him and they do nefarious things and like get in trouble and shit, and they're like, Benson's gonna kill us.
Not today, Benson.
Yeah, and but the shirt was, oh my god, I want it so bad.
The King of Mars is Abraham Lincoln, bro.
But the shirt is 9/11 with them in the forefront going, Benson's gonna kill us. I want it
Benson's
so
gonna
bad.
Kill us. Oh yeah, man.
But yeah,
that's so good.
That was on TikTok shop is cooked.
It's wild.
There's some cooked shit on there. There's one that just has a crying cat like zoomed in, like his eyes are all like beady and crying, and it just says Benadryl at the bottom of it. It's so
that's funny, dude.
All right, Totally Spies.
Never seen it.
It was fun. It was a fun show.
I have no idea what that is.
So it was these three girls. It was kind of like a teen. Think of like a teenage Powerpuff Girls, but they didn't have powers. They were spies.
Charlie's Angels, dude.
Pretty much. Pretty much thinks Charlie's Angels.
Teenage Charlie's Angels.
Hey, yeah, Charlie. But it was a good time. It was. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I mean,
I'll take your word for it, girl cartoon.
I have no idea.
I would say C, B. It was a good cartoon.
Sure.
I'll put C. Yu-Gi-Oh.
A.
Original Yu-Gi-Oh. A.
I mean, I will say it did spawn an entire card game. So
A to S. I'm gonna say that because I very much enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh, especially mainly the original Yu-Gi-Oh. Because as for the Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there like that play Yu-Gi-Oh, I do play the newer formats and stuff like that. But I've gotten into it. I know it all.
Isn't Yu-Gi-Oh in the show not even like how the game's actually played?
At first. Now, there's still some things that are different. There's like anime rulings and shit of certain things. But at first, no. At first, it had fucking all to do with it besides the main thing. Because at first, man. Blue Eyes, for people that know, so they're monster cards that you have to play them, and they have summoning conditions. But just the most basic summoning condition is tributing. You got to tribute, which means you got to have two monsters out in the field, and then you got to send them away, get rid of them, send them to the graveyard to be able to play another monster. They're sacrifices, they're offerings. But so you have Blue Eyes, which is a very big monster, especially around that time. 300 or 3,000 from the attack.
Past. Blue Eyes, White Dragon.
He was a level 7, 8 or something like that. So you have to tribute two monsters. But in the show, no, you didn't. He just played it.
He just came.
And the thing is, Blue Eyes was
the same thing.
Blue Eyes was the strongest monster, like pretty much in that time around, like at least the very beginning. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well, at least that we knew.
Yeah.
Until we started getting into other shit and everything.
Toon World.
But in the end, they started getting into like effect monsters and like monsters having effects. But at first, they had nothing to do with the card game. It's just play monsters, attack, blah 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 blah. And I mean, you did have Exodia because Exodia came out.
It's basically for people who have watched Adventure Time. It's basically Card Wars. You just play the cards and they do their thing.
But yeah, for like I was saying, for the Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there that play the card games, I am primarily a GOAT format player. I only play GOAT format because I just prefer old school rules. I'm an old bastard stuck in his own ways, and I won't change it. But yeah, I love like going up to Duelist Kingdom was awesome. They had because they had this little gauntlet that had their stars on it, and they had to compete for them to be able to basically win. If you lost all your stars, you're fucked. Get out of here, geek. But
geek.
but you had to have them, and then you can face Pegasus at the end and shit.
Who's your guy in the show?
It was always rather Yugi or Kaiba. I'll say that.
Seto Kaiba. I was a big Joey guy.
Because I do love Joey.
I was a big Joey guy, man.
You're a fucking Joey Wheeler.
Yeah, Joey Wheeler.
Fucking playing card games.
I'm going to summon Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Red Eyes Black Dragon, infamous on the black.
You guys come
we are
down.
inclusive
You
here
want to
in
duel
Yu-Gi-Oh.
me? You can duel me at my family's deli.
Yeah, you can play me at my sister's bar mitzvah.
Meet me at the corner of 9th and 157th Street.
Why do we have so many streets in New York? I don't know. Don't ask.
Don't ask. Red Eyes Black Dragon has your answer.
Hey, have your ass. I would say it like S. I feel good. I feel comfortable with that. I mean, I guess I could maybe take A, but like, it spun an entire card game.
I understand that, but the card game was much better than the show ever was.
I mean, the show was good. There's some good character arcs.
Okay. It was okay. It was very dramatic for a kid's show. Like very, very dramatic.
Oh yeah, it was borderline anime.
Basically an anime, bro. I mean, there were so many elements a part of the show that
it was
just
over the top.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
I liked the show. Don't get me wrong. I mean, back in the day as a kid, I lived for watching Yu-Gi-Oh. Lived for it.
Yeah, and like and we were going into this as a kid, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's why I say S, because it enthralled entire generation.
We can put it in S, but I'm gonna say right now, nowadays, the card game was always better than the show.
Oh yeah, I mean,
because the only reason I ever watched it as a kid is because I wanted to watch the duels, man. And if I didn't get to see a duel in an episode, I was pissed. I was like, you guys are wasting my time. No duel in this episode. I just get to listen to a bunch of fan service or a bunch of exposition about this character that I just don't care about. Come on.
Yeah, that's why you got to watch the Duelist Kingdom arc, because that's all it was dueling.
I mean, there was some other character watch it,
like so.
But I mean, I've seen the whole thing, and I've seen most of like the later, like the newer.
It's GX is what we were talking about, not DX.
I did watch a lot of GX as well. Like I was a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I just wasn't. You know.
Yeah, like I said, I dipped into 5Ds, I dipped into GX, Sentinels, or whatever the hell the newest ones is, and I watched all the movies, especially the first Yu-Gi-Oh movie. The Yu-Gi-Oh the movie
that was
really awesome, man. Really good like movie. The soundtrack. Oh my god, there was a song. You heard Brandon and I sing it a lot
all the time
with Kai. And
you know what?
Kaiba, you're not me.
That song is now not very good to me.
Dude, that song isn't good. It's butt rock.
Nah, dude, it's not that bad. You say butt rocks?
No, it's butt rock.
Oh, I thought you said butt rocks.
Butt rock.
I was like, what the hell?
it's butt rock. Butt rock, for the people that don't know, is like that just over the top trying to be rocker kind of thing. Yeah. And
it's like your Steel Panthers.
I wish we couldn't get copyrighted playing it.
It's not.
But like, it's very. Go and listen to it.
It's not super good. It's not a very good song.
It's good if you're a
hardcore
Yu-Gi-Oh fan.
If you're a hardcore fan, it's a good song.
But the thing is, though, I recognize that it is a terrible song. It is. But my love for the Yu-Gi-Oh and the meme of it is I will jam this out in my car.
It's the nostalgic of it. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Because you play the song, you're like, man, I could really watch that movie right now.
In my car before it took a shit on me, like, because like I drove a manual and a decently fast one, and I would just fucking put that song on, blare it, start chasing through my gears, man, all the way to 6. Just you're not me. Throw it into fucking.
So dumb. That's so dumb.
It's a sick song. Yu-Gi-Oh will forever have a special place in the heart. You know what I mean? So I feel like I can't go.
I think there's I'm gonna out
S.
you right
like
now.
Not say S.
Right? There's a common factor when we do these tier lists, and we've only done 3 of them. You are very adamant when you want something somewhere. I can't do it. I can't do it. I won't bring it below that. And there's nothing you can do to change my mind.
Well, yeah, we're fighting. We're fighting about it.
It's not fight, dude. If you're literally just like cock blocking the whole, I'm not lowering it past that. I don't care what your argument is. It ain't going lower than S because I like it.
I give you chances.
No, you don't.
Well, because the thing is too, I was going to make a stipulation. I was like, I'll take one of my other choices down.
Yeah, but why do we have to change a Spider-Man? That's not genuine. Why do we have to change the choice?
Because that Spider-Man episode, like that Spider-Man cartoon, I will put above a lot of those cartoons in there.
That Spider-Man is not even close to being as good as Clone Wars.
That's why. I'm willing
close
to
being good as Codename Kids Next Door, bro.
I'm willing to lose other arguments.
Close to Teen Titans. Teen Titans is so much better than Spider-Man.
Then I would take down Batman Beyond, put it in A.
That's not going to do anything. What does that change? I didn't even say Batman
because
Beyond.
I'm compromising. I'm compromising with other choices that I made because like we both even said that we can even move Batman Beyond down a level.
When did I say
so I'm
that?
trying to make we said something a little bit that like we would put. No, you did say Teen Titans is better than Batman Beyond, and I thought that was meaning that you would put it down in A.
No, I just think Teen Titans is better than Batman Beyond. I still think they're two very good, and I still think they are S, but I do think Teen Titans is better than Batman Beyond.
Yeah, no, I would watch Spider-Man way over Batman Beyond. I would watch Spider-Man over Teen Titans because I have a huge... It's my love for Spider-Man. That's why I say that. And it was also just a genuine good cartoon. All right, now, but in that same vein, the Spider-Man new animated series. This one was loosely
D.
Based off of the movie.
D.
I was gonna say I will put this one a D. It was a terrible show.
You put
the
it
animation
in D
was very weird.
You were gonna say you're gonna put it in D.
D. I would maybe say C because there were some cool things about it. I do remember Spider-Man? The intro being pretty cool. Like,
nah, dude. I think this one is absolute dog shit. I'd rather watch the other one.
It was ass.
I'd rather watch the other one.
There was other. So we are missing. So just also again.
There are hundreds of Cartoon Network and WB cartoons. Hundreds.
Yeah,
of
we
them.
are definitely missing.
But a lot of them are like just reiterations of the same cartoon. So we're kind of like shortening our list down here quite a bit. If we miss something, let us know in the comments, and we'll comment back where we think it belongs in the tier list. But right now we are keeping it as minimalistic as possible because I looked up on Wiki how many cartoons were ever aired on Cartoon Network, and the list was
there's a lot
pages, man. Pages.
So to give a little insight on when I was creating this, like curating this, obviously I should let somebody else do it. One, I was trying not to put too many so that way we weren't doing like a 5-part series. Two, excuse me again.
So rude.
I was trying to get all the bangers, you know what I mean? The things that people loved. Dexter's Laboratories, the Ed and Eddie, Courage. But I was also trying to get some other ones in there, some that, a little lesser known ones. So, and also I was trying to get some that were around the same vein. You got the Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Those go hand in hand. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, Bakugan. You got 2 variations of Spider-Man. You got Ed and Eddie, which is its own thing, which that's like the dude version of some of these other cartoons, and then 2 X-Men's, 2 different iterations of that, and this thing's around that same era. We definitely miss, and then some of like the old schools, Jensens and Flintstones, and there's a bunch of others.
Yeah, actually, Scooby-Doo is a Hanna-Barbera before it became like
Scooby-Doos.
There's also again. We have 3 Scooby-Doos up there. There's also 4 other ones that we haven't had listed up here. There's the one he has with Scrappy. There's 2 new ones that came out after What's New Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I was trying to get the classics, the ones that we grew up watching. Yeah,
because What's New Scooby-Doo is the last one I actually watched.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched any of the other ones outside of that.
There's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? There's Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo show. There's all kinds of Scooby-Doo shit, man.
But with that, since we did miss a lot, because we know we did, comment. Let us know what we're doing. And, I make sure that we're very good about replying to every comment. We'll rank them right out of that. Or tell us where you would put it. You know what I mean? And we'll have a conversation in the comments about it. Or what you should do, make your own tier list of cartoons. Send it to us because our email is in the channel.
You want us to react to their tier lists?
Yeah, make us a tier list of cartoons. If you don't like ours and if we missed yours, make us a tier list. Like give us all the names of all of them. We'll go find them and then we'll make a tier list and we'll rank them.
Yeah,
ourselves.
That sounds fun. I would love to shit on your take on cartoons.
Oh yeah, 100%. Love for you guys to make us a tier list out of something nostalgic. It can outside of cartoons. It could be anything, but. Since we're going head over with these tier lists, so expect a bunch of them coming out.
Yeah, dude, we're doing them a lot, and we're gonna do them for a while because they're they're fun. These are just fun to do. I like, dude. Surprisingly, I love arguing with this guy.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
If there's one thing that James and I are very good at, it's shitting on each other and arguing about stupid shit. Luckily, we don't take ourselves
about the dumbest shit, man.
Luckily, we don't take each other like we don't take it seriously.
Yeah, nah.
Like it doesn't hurt nothing. It doesn't because I'm waiting for the point where there's like
they're only these guys actually hate each other. Yeah, these guys just are putting on a face. They fucking can't stand each other, bro.
Let us know in the comments how you feel about where we put everything. Roast us in there if you think, because we did get roasted a little bit on our Smash Bros tier list.
Hey man,
roast us in there and how you
tier
think.
list or opinions. You don't like it, that's fine. You can tell us about it. The thing is it's still our opinion.
Obviously, it breeds the conflict. That's why you and I are arguing about it. That's the fun part.
Yeah,
and we all get along with it. There's no hateful comment. Don't be a dick.
I mean, you absolutely can be. Just don't expect us to take any time to react to that.
But thank you guys for coming and hanging out and being a part of the tier list. And get ready for the next one. Because there's going to be plenty more to come.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to be fun.
Oh, it's going to be super fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hugs and kisses.